Welcome to 2021. It's time to build out an entire online business for free. All right, in this video, we're going to go from start to finish, click by click. Follow along with me. This training is 100% free, and all the tools we're using in this training are 100% free. I don't know why I'm doing this. As an affiliate marketer, there's not a whole lot for me to gain. All I can ask is hit the subscribe button down below, like this video, and share with anybody who's been considering, been on the fence about starting their own business, but they just don't have the funds for it. Okay, I want to help you guys get started and get launched. All right, so what are we going to do? In this online business, what will we be able to achieve? Here it is. We're going to be able to collect payments securely using Stripe, which is credit cards, and Apple Pay, and Google Wallet, and all these crazy things, as well as PayPal. Everybody knows what that is. And you can use many others as well, but these are the big hitters, the most important ones to get. We're also going to be able to build our email list and send newsletters to our contacts, people who've signed up to our newsletter to get a freebie, get a checklist, whatever the case might be. And we can even do automations, like automatic emails for the first 5 days after they've subscribed to our stuff. A lot you can do there. We'll be able to sell online courses and memberships, have them securely log in and get to their portal, and everything is just kept track of for them. They can have quizzes and assignments, all kind of cool things. We'll be able to actually do content marketing. So we can write blog posts, we can put YouTube videos and embed them onto our website and do all the stuff that helps drive new people, new eyeballs onto our website so they can become our customers. And we'll even be able to design sales funnels, which allow you to control the entire experience of the sales process, from how they come into your world, how they opt into your freebie, what offers you give to them, giving them upsells and downsells, ways to turn a $5 sale into a $45 sale, or a $50 sale into a $500 sale. That stuff you can do with sales funnels. All right. Now, all this is going to be free. It's going to be a long video. We're going to walk through it together, but you can do this. Here are the tools we're going to use today. So we're going to be basing everything off of WordPress. I've done a ton of WordPress tutorials. I've been slacking off of them recently, so this is going to really make up for lost time. I did lie to you, though. I'm sorry for the clickbait, but I lied to you. There's one thing that you really just can't avoid paying for. You have to have a web host. You have to have a computer somewhere in the cloud to keep your stuff safe, keep it secure, and when people actually click to log in, they can get to your website. That's the only thing that we're going to have to be paying for. I'm going to use Cloudways in this video, in this tutorial, because it's incredibly affordable, and you can start out month to month if you are like absolute bare bones, and it's super powerful. All right, so $10 a month, that's all you're really going to have to pay for all this to work. Here's the other tools we'll be using inside of WordPress. We need a theme to make our website look good. We'll use Cadence theme, 100% free. WooCommerce, 100% free. That's going to allow us to sell our stuff. Cart flows will allow us to customize that sales journey, add upsells and downsells. Most of the stuff is 100% free with a premium version. So I'll show you the free versions here, but also explain to you what you could get if you upgrade later on. Okay. For collecting email addresses and sending out broadcasts and newsletters and automatic email sequences, driving people back to our sales funnels, we'll be using MailPoet. We're using the free version. Tutor LMS will be where we host all of our videos and have our courses and our memberships, and it's what they're going to be buying into essentially. That's also free. And to build our pages and make it look beautiful, we'll use Elementor. Again, free. Pretty cool, huh? So let's go ahead and waste no time. This is going to be a bit of a long video. I'm going to pause right here and show you the output of what we're going to do at the end of this video to get you all excited. Let's go ahead and show you what we're going to do. All right, welcome to the output. This is what we're going to be building over the course of the next hour or so together. It's going to be super awesome. We'll have a very beautiful, professional looking website where everything is nice and just organized and beautiful and on brand. You'll be able to create blog posts. So you can come here to your blog and you can open up your first blog post here. And when your readers come in and find your blog post, they'll be hit with a pop-up. We hate them, but they're really useful for building our email list. So you'll actually be able to create your own email list, get people onto your list and email them, send them automatic. We have a 5-day email sequence we've built out here. I'll show you that in the back end in a second, but I can sign up and I can go, boom, join the club, get into the 5-day sequence. It's just giving me this check because I've been testing it a lot in the last hour working with you. So don't worry, this won't happen when most people subscribe. And I'll say subscribe. It'll take me to a thank you page, but it's kind of a thank you page in disguise because it also gives you a special offer where you can actually sell something directly here on the thank you page at a special discount. This is actually a 50% discount from the original $10 price of this course. I can fill in all my information and become a customer right here. I can put in my credit card or PayPal or Google Pay, Apple Pay. It's all set up in this video, and I can place my order, and this will securely take all the payments. It'll thank you for your purchase. You can access your course. And we're even going to be creating an entire dashboard for learners to create their own online courses. So they can see that I set up this course, how to learn copywriting for beginners. We're going to set all this up together in this video where I can see all the lessons. I can see how long the course is. I can ask questions and answers and have everything here set up nicely. I can go and start my course and load it up. Take videos. This is actually YouTube videos that are actually protected and nice and easy to use. I can embed forms and everything you need to do, complete lessons, ask questions if you're not sure how things are going, and it's all set up for you right like that. I'll hit refresh. We'll also set up our email course where you can send a 5-day email sequence and you can send emails directly to your new subscribers for free. No money required except for web hosting, which is just an inevitable thing. What else do? We do a lot of cool things. We build our funnels. I showed you that. WooCommerce, we showed you that. We can show all of our orders that we're making and show the money we're making. It's a beautiful thing. So enjoy this tutorial. Walk through it step by step. I go quickly because I don't want to lose your interest, but feel free. If you have any questions along the way, let me know down in the comments below. And again, if you're excited to learn this, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the tutorial. All right, so let's pop in. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you'll need to have a Cloudways account. If you want to follow along click by click, this is Cloudways. You can see their pricing here is extremely affordable. The cheapest, it's $10 per month. That gives you, 1 gig, whatever, some bunch of techie stuff. Long story short, it's good enough to get started. There's other hosting available. Obviously, this one works really well if you want to sell on your website and send emails from your website because you need something pretty powerful to do that. And this allows you to scale up when you need it. Okay. I already have an account. I'll go ahead and log in. If you don't have an account yet, there's links down below to everything we're going to mention, both the free versions and the pro versions. So if you do want to support the channel, feel free to go and upgrade to that pro version and we can rock and roll together. Okay. So I have my server here. It's a high frequency server. It means it's all snazzy. So this should be a pretty quick website. So we're going to come to our applications and just add a new application, a new website. Here, we're going to say, I want to add this website to my server. I don't need to make another server. And let's hit add. In this case, I want to go ahead and set up a WooCommerce based website. So I'll click on WooCommerce. I'll name this 100 free site, 100% free site. And I'll hit add. Okay, it'll take a minute or so for this to create the website. So I'll pause the video and come back once it's built. All right, so we're back and our website is built. So all I'm going to do is click on this 100 free website and I will update my password so I have an easier time logging in. You can do that by clicking this pencil and updating it to whatever you want. All right, and now with my password updated, it's time to get started with our new website. So I'll click over here to the launch app and it'll pull up my login screen. How beautiful is that? Let's go ahead and log in. And just like that, we should have our first website created. Now, I will admit to you, we're going to skip over one piece of actually linking this to a real domain. That's not hard to do. There's documentation inside of Cloudways to do that, but I just don't really feel like it, honestly. And I just want to show you the functionality once you're in the website. So that's just some small little techie stuff. I have plenty of videos on my channel. Be sure to subscribe and browse around on the channel to see how to do that little piece. Honestly, I just don't want to. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're here on the website and it looks hideous, right? It's not what we want. So we're going to go ahead and get started by installing the tools we need, and then we'll be able to kind of easily and fluidly go through and configure each piece. Okay, let's go ahead and get our theme started. So we'll come here, we'll go to Appearance and Themes. And you see how fast this website is. This is so phenomenal to work with. We'll go to Add New Theme, and I will search for Cadence. And I've got the Cadence theme right here. I'll go ahead and install this and activate it. What's next? Let's set up WooCommerce. Well, that's already set up because of Cloudways pre-installed it, so we're good there. If you're using a different host, you might need to install WooCommerce. Be sure to do that as well. What's next? Cart Flows. We'll grab the free version of Cart Flows. So I'll come to Plugins, Add New, and I will search for Cart Flows. And here's my funnel builder. So I'll install that and add it. I will admit their free version is very limiting. I'll show you what you can do with the free version, but I'll also probably upgrade to Pro by the end of this video just to show you what else we can do. Let's go and add some more tools. We'll want MailPoet. That'll allow us to send our emails. So I'm going to search for MailPoet. And it's just a plugin. You actually don't need an additional third-party service. Just MailPoet. Boom. What's really nice is this works like seamlessly with WooCommerce. It was actually purchased by Automatic and WooCommerce, the makers of all this stuff. It was purchased by them recently, which means it is going to be very tightly integrated going forward. Tutor LMS, we're going to want our courses. So let's go ahead and add our courses here. Tutor LMS, and here we are. Activate. We have our Tutor LMS now, and it's going to have a little wizard. Let's go ahead and save some time by going through this wizard. Sorry, I'm going to be an individual. If you want to have a marketplace where like multiple people can make courses, that's cool too. It has a few different ways of setting that up, but let's go ahead and stick with the individual. We'll have a public profile. That's great. I like the spotlight mode that takes all the distractions away when you're learning, so we'll turn that on. YouTube player, I'm going to keep this as a default setting, and there we go. For our courses, yeah, I want to show my bio, absolutely. Questions and answers. This is like all you need to support your courses, honestly. If you sell courses and you're like drowning in emails, you can just enable question and answer, and now you can just work on your website. And when somebody asks a question, everybody else can see it, can save you a lot of time. And I'll say next. Quiz settings. I don't really care too much about quizzes. It's great they do them, but I'm not offering a certification, like you're learning skills. So I don't, anyways, you can do them if you like. Show reviews on profile, show completed courses, fine. Guest checkout, allow users to buy and consume content without logging in. Definitely set that to off. You want people to have their own accounts so they can log back in and get all their stuff. Cool. All right. We are going to go ahead and create a new course. We're working a little bit out of order here, but that's just what this quick starter wants us to do. So let's go ahead and make our first course, and we're going to call this a how to learn copywriting for beginners. Okay. We can fill in a little bit of information. Again, I'm assuming you have the information for what you want to sell. I'm just showing you how to do it. So I'm not going to worry too much about filling this information in, but you can fill it all in as you'd like. And let's go ahead and add our information for this course. So we'll call this introduction. We'll add a topic, and we'll have another topic here for information, so implementation. And then we'll have a third topic for conclusion. Okay, and these are basically modules or chapters of your course. So inside the introduction module, we're going to put one lesson here, and we'll call this welcome to the course. And I'll go ahead and use the YouTube integration and just grab a URL from YouTube to have the lesson for that guy here. I'll paste in a URL, and you can also put in the length of it. So this is for example, a 4-minute and 35-second video. So I'll update that lesson. You could also some content here. So welcome to the course. Get started now. Hit update. Implementation. Let's just add one lesson to each of these chapters here. So I'll go through and add this lesson here about funnel math. And I'll use YouTube. And by the way, all these videos are awesome. Be sure to check them out. 11:34. That's how long that video is. Learn copywriting and funnel building from scratch. And I'll call this title funnel math. All right. Update lesson. You can also add quizzes here. I'm going to skip over. It's not like a full review of Tutor LMS. I just want to give you guys the basics of what you need. And then wrapping up will be the conclusion lesson. So let's go ahead and find a final video here. And let's do this one where you're helping you guys get focused. So I'll copy the link. I'll come here to my video source, go to YouTube, paste it in. And this lesson is a 5-minute and 40-second video. I wish this automatically detected it, but I don't think they can really do that for every video host out there. Thank you for taking the course. Okay, update the lesson. Fantastic. So I've got a course built out here. I'm going to go ahead and publish this course. Don't worry, there's a few more things for us to do. But just so you can see what we've done so far, we've created a course. I should add an image here. So let me make sure I add an image, but you can see all the content that's inside the course. You can get reviews, you can share the course, a lot of good functionality already here. Let's go ahead and add an image here for the course. And I'll drag in just this little image I was working on for a different project, and I'll set that as the featured image. Update it. All right, so now I've got the ability for us to create courses and run them, but now I also want to be able to sell the courses. So what I'm going to do is let's create a product. So WooCommerce is how we're going to be selling all of our products. What you want to do to set all this up is let's come into our products area and add a new product. And here we're going to call this a copywriting course. And I'm not going to deal too much with all the little details here. You can design this out as much as you want. I'll make this a $10 course. And let's go ahead and publish this product. Okay, it's looking good so far. One thing that's important is for Tutor LMS and WooCommerce to work together, I'll need to toggle one little setting. So I'll come here into Tutor LMS, come to my settings. I'll come over here to my monetization settings and enable WooCommerce to control and lock access to the courses. And I'll save those settings. And now I should be able to come back to the course I just built. And I should be able to link this down here somewhere to a product. So copywriting course, I just built that product. What this basically means is when somebody buys that product, they get access to the course. That's exactly what we want. So we're in a good place here. Let me go ahead and hit save on this. All right. So we've built out a course. It's very basic. We've built a product. It's very basic. Now let's go ahead and make sure that we can collect emails and set up our, well, you know what? Let's make our website pretty, because still right now, if you go to our website, it's a hot mess. It's not very nice. Let's go ahead and give you the shortcut to doing that. And once you install Kadence themes, you'll see the starter templates area. Also, you can find that underneath appearance Kadence, where I'll go and install the starter templates. That's going to put another plugin on my website, which will allow me to install Elementor and get a very good looking website set up very quickly. So let's go ahead, and I like this one. This looks very nice. This course, obviously if we're selling courses, let's use our course starter kit. That just kind of saves us a bunch of time. So we'll install the entire website, and you can kind of click around and see what this is going to look like. This is a great looking website, right? I would be very happy to have a website like this. So let's go ahead and say import the entire website. It's going to put some more little tools on here, but it's not going to slow your website down very much, and it'll save you tons of time, which to me is a good trade-off. Okay, so it took a few seconds, and now the import is complete. I'll say view my new website, and look at that. So I've got a beautiful website. We'll need to make some changes to what the different pages are, but this is a drag and drop customizable website. I can come here to say edit with Elementor, and I'll click on this guy. And let's just give you a couple of changes that you can make just so you can see how the process works. So in this case, I'll say this is courses to help you master the art of copywriting. And let's make copywriting bold. Oh, actually, art already was bolded. So let's go ahead and underline it. That looks pretty good. And we'll be able to change all kinds of fun things. I want to send this over to my course page where they can see the course, but I got to build that first. Okay, so you can see this. We can change the images. If I want to change this image around to this guy, maybe this is the actual guy. Still looks good. We're rocking and rolling. If you like the design that you're seeing as you're working through this, they have these abilities for you to right click on things and save whatever you like as a template. So I just call this 3-row icon, or 3-column icon, I should have said. And I can save that, and I'll be able to use that later on whenever I'd like to, which is a huge time saver. Cool, and I can even click insert, and it'll pop it right down here. So that kind of gives you an idea of how all that works. Very easy to use, copy, paste if need be, and you can add more content in very quickly. And that's pretty much how page building works. It's drag and drop, play around with it, have some fun. There's a ton of things over here you can use, and that makes it super fun. All right, so that's a good start. We have a website now. If I view the site, I can see how this all looks. I'm starting to be happy. This is starting to look pretty good. What do we need now? Well, I have a way to sell my products, but I still need to link up my credit cards and my PayPal and all of that. So let's go ahead and do that next. I'm kind of working as the spirit takes me. There's a lot of checklist items when you're launching a brand new website that you can kind of do whenever at any order as you're going through. So what I want to do is come to WooCommerce and payments. And right now you can see by default, you can only set up PayPal. And I want to be able to do credit cards first. So I'll come to plugins and add new, and we'll add a tool here to allow us to do Stripe payments. So I'll do Stripe WooCommerce. And this is the official one, but it has been kind of dropping off. It's been getting some negative flack. So I've been recently using this plugin, Stripe for WooCommerce, and it's been quite easy, quite good. I'll activate this, and now I'll come into my settings, and I'll come to my payments. And now I've got plenty of new options. Now I can do Stripe credit card, Stripe Apple Pay, Stripe Google Pay, all kinds of fun things. And that'll be enough for this. I'll come in and manage my Stripe setup. and I'll go into the API, and let's go ahead and connect all my stuff to the website. Let me put my face over here so you don't see my numbers. And it'll simply allow you to log into your Stripe account. If you don't have Stripe yet, you can just go to stripe.com and set one up, or you can sign up right here if you don't have one. I already have an account, so I'll just log in nice and easy. And then it'll ask you if you want to allow WooCommerce to connect to your Stripe account. Of course, that's why we're here. So I'll say connect. All right, and just like that, it's connected my account. It's put some key data over here, and we're gonna leave it like that. We're gonna double check to make sure it works, but I'm happy right now. We're in a good place. Let's come back to our home. And because we used a web host that automatically installed WooCommerce, it skipped over the beginning setup process for WooCommerce, but you really shouldn't skip over this. This is a pretty important information where you can tell it information about your store. So I'll go ahead and fill this out here. So I'll fill in my address for my store. I'll say continue. Ask you to set up what type of store you are. We're doing learning. So I'll say education and learning. What are you trying to sell? We're not going to do physical products. We're going to do downloads. And that's enough. They're going to try to sell you different tools here for $16 per month. Ew, unnecessary. So I'll just do the downloads, and we're using everything for free in this video. How many products? We'll do 1 to 10 products. Are we currently selling elsewhere? Nah. And it'll offer some additional plugins for you to install. I'm going to tell you to just take them off. You don't need them. The less is better when you're first getting started. It'll also try to upgrade you and upsell you to different themes, but as you can see, this theme is fantastic. And then it's going to try to get you to do a lot of things, right? I personally prefer the minimalist approach, so I don't need anything else on here. I'll say no to that. And just like that, we're done. Great. So let's review what we've got so far. So now we've got the ability for us to make products. This product here should be able to be purchased at this point. Let's see if we can. I can even see the buy with Google Pay, which is pretty awesome. So I'll add this course to my cart right now. I'll go to my cart. I can proceed to checkout. And it looks like everything here is happy and ready to go. We can use this. We can actually make the purchase, but we need to build out a few more things before we're ready to actually do some tests. So we're on a good path. You're doing great so far. All right. So now we have our payment processor set up. We have our first product set up. What do we need next? Well, in no particular order, we need to build out our actual sales funnel, but also we need to have a place to capture these people into our email list. So let's go ahead and create our email marketing platform, and we're going to use MailPoet for that in this video. And if I click into MailPoet, it is also going to have a nice little step-by-step wizard for you to get started. So it's asking who's going to be sending these emails. I'll call this John at, I'll call this, my classic marketing email that I use, and I'll say continue. It's going to offer you to sign up. I'll just say continue. And now I would go ahead and do these if I were you. You can read through this. This is just anonymous data tracking. If you're going to use a tool, you want to make sure it works well. So they need to have access to what's going on so they can fix it. All right, here's what's really awesome. And this is why I've included this tool in particular on this video, is because you can go for free up to 1,000 subscribers and even have MailPoet send the emails from your website. So purchase receipts, transactions, all that stuff can be taken care of for free. So I'll go ahead and say sign up. And I already have an account with this platform, so I can't sign up again with the same email, but you'll be able to sign up for free and get started with that there. Okay. So now is asking if I want to use MailPoet with WooCommerce, which is a clear yes. So I'll go ahead and track cookies, do all the fun stuff, and import my customers into my email lists. There are no customers yet, but if you're bringing this onto an existing website, you can follow along. Cool. So now that's all done. What I need to do is a few things. I need to go to my settings. And because I've used this email address before with MailPoet, it automatically knows in my account that email is good to use. But if you want to set up a new one, let's say, for example, I'm going to put in my support@incomemesh.com email address, and you can just send an email to that email address. And if you can answer it, like here we go. I've got my email here. It asks email address to authorize. I'll simply click confirm authorization, and now I can send emails from that email address. Super easy, right? Okay, we're in a good spot. I would also recommend setting up entire sender domains and setting up the verification. So anything from incomemesh.com is verified and it looks good. You can click on the edit button here, And it'll give you some techie stuff that you can just put into your domain registrar or talk to your host and your support and say, hey, can you add these CNAMEs and this text record into my account? And they'll take care of that for you, no problem. I could do that now, but it's just going to take additional time and it's not really necessary to get everything working, but it is a good idea to do. Okay, so at this point we have a lot of individual components built out. It's time to figure out what is the strategy? What are we going to be, like how are we going to bring people into our world and sell them on our new course? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'll map this out here on the screen where we're going to have our website. So we'll just call this main website. And we're going to have blog posts, okay? So whenever they're on their main website, we're going to link over to some sort of blog post. And on this blog post, we're actually going to have a pop-up form. A form here is going to pop up and it's going to say, hey, would you like to sign up for my free 5-day challenge? Okay. And if they do pop up, we're going to start sending them some emails, all using MailPoet. So when they opt in, they'll be able to confirm their information. And over the course of time, we'll start marketing to them and giving them value and building trust with them. But to maximize our potential profits, we're not going to just stop right there where it says, hey, thanks for signing up. We're going to make them a special offer. So we're actually going to send them to what's called a one-time offer page. So once they subscribe, they're going to come here to a special offer. And this is all going to be built out as a funnel. And because we're on the free version, we can't do upsells and downsells, but I would like to be able to send people over to an upsell page, but we can't right now. I'll show you how you can if you want to, and then we'll give them a thank you page. And let's call this thank you. I build this out so you can kind of you get a very good bird's eye view of what the entire business process is, but it's also helpful for me to make sure I don't miss anything along the way. All right, so what we need to create here is we'll need to create a pop-up and give them some sort of a freebie. In this case, it'll be an email course. And we'll also be able to start making our special offers after that. Okay, let's go ahead and build this out. So I'll come back to my website. I'll come over to MailPoet and let's create a list first of all. This is how you can organize all your people. So I'll go and I'll make a new list and I'll call this 5-day email challenge and I'll save it. And now I have a list. So what I can do is go to my emails area and let me just show you how this all works. I'm going to send some welcome emails once they subscribe to that list. So when somebody subscribes to the 5-day email challenge, we're going to start sending them some emails. So immediately we'll send them their first one. So let's just see here. They give you plenty of different designs. I don't like things being too designed. Here we go. Some simple texts. I'll do a simple text email. And yes, you can watch this if you please. The subject line is going to be welcome. Or let's maybe call this day 1 of 5. Welcome to the course. And you can drag and drop and move things around, design it just how you'd like it to be. And you can even link over to other pages, other parts of your website from here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and hit save, and I'll hit next. And now, boom, it'll just kind of give you the overall look at how this is, who you're replying to, who you're sending from, when it sends. Okay, when you're happy with it, go ahead and activate. And this is the first email in your sequence. So it really wants me to sign up. So let me go ahead and activate my license on this website. Again, you don't need to. You can do the free premium version. But in my case, I do have a kind of a special deal. And I'll go ahead and activate mine, which I'll show you how to do right here. So once you do sign up, in this case, I was lucky and I was able to find a good deal where I have lifetime access to 20,000 subscribers. Leave a comment down below if you want me to work out a deal with MailPoet for you guys. And I'll click over here to my keys. And this will show how I can create new keys and get it all working. I should be blurring all this stuff out. So I'll take one that needs activation and I'll pop that bad boy over here in settings. I'll come to key activation and verify and go. All right, so it says my key is valid, but I need to install the premium plugin. So let's do that, of course. I'll download it and we'll come back into our plugins and activate it by dragging it up here and saying install now, and I'll activate the plugin. Cool, so we've done a lot already. We have our first email set up. If I come here to my welcome emails, you can see this is the first one. So what I would do, I'll just set up one more so you can see how the process works. I want to create a new one. So I'll say new email. This will be another welcome email. So when they subscribe to the 5-day email challenge, 1 day later, I'll send them email 2 of 3. So I'll just select the same starting template, and we'll call this day 2 of 5. This is a skill to learn. And you can also do the preview text. How do you like this? And you can work with this however you want to. All right, I'll hit next. It'll show you what's going on here. And I'll set activate. So now I've got 2 of my 5 emails. I'm happy with that. I don't need to show you how to set up all 5. You get the idea. The one thing to notice is because this is a free tool, this is not the most best-in-class email marketing platform, right? Like it has good deliverability. It works with WordPress. So like it's doing everything right, but it's really difficult to build out this complicated flow. So I would recommend having like one welcome sequence that everybody gets, and you move on with life. And then you just send newsletters on a regular basis to do your email marketing. So in this free version, that'd be what you want to do. Or if you want to get fancier, you can at least export out the list that you have inside of MailPoet and send it to a more expensive program when you're ready to grow. All right, so we have that set up. Now what I want to do is let's go back to our plan. So these are basically good. I need to connect this to my pop-up so that I can like let it all start. So what I'll do is I'll come over here to MailPoet and Forms, and I'm going to create a new pop-up form. So I'll say new form, and you've got some cool ones here. It's a pretty nice design. Let me pick out. Goodness, they're all kind of silly. I'll just use this one. None of them really work for me, but we'll change it around a little bit. All right, so I've got this image here. I'll just call this 5 days to 5x results, whatever. Let me add in some more text, like a small text here. I'll come down for paragraph. Join the 5-day challenge and learn how to get better at copywriting. I'll align that text in the center, and there we go. That's my pop-up form. It's good enough for me. Okay, what do we want to do next? So when they subscribe, I want to add them to my 5-day email list challenge right there. Pretty easy. After submit, I want to send them to my one-time offer page, which unfortunately I haven't made yet, so that's my mistake, mea culpa. So we'll have to make one. I'll need to come back to that. Under form placement, we're going to do a pop-up. Let's click on our settings here, and this will let you choose how and where it shows up. Let me make it a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. I want it to display on all my posts. That'll work. And I'll have it slide down. I like that more. Let's have it pop up immediately. And we could even do exit intent if we like, but I don't need to right now. Okay, so we have it all set up, but unfortunately, it's not going to redirect correctly to my funnel. So now we're going to build the funnel that's going to link to this. So again, just to track along, I should have built the funnel first, but we'll do that now. And then the pop-up will link over to that funnel as we're going through. Okay, let's build out the first sales process. We'll come to cart flows. We'll go to our flows. And let's add a new flow. So it gives us some templates. And let me think of one that's going to work really, really well. We will use, for simplicity, let's just use this guy here. This will have a nice sales page that can explain what we're offering them, and then it'll give them the ability to buy right there on the same page, and it'll have a simple thank you page. All right, so I'll import this flow, and I'll call this one-time offer. All right, so we have the checkout page. That's the special one-time offer page, as well as the thank you page. What I want to do is make sure that I tell this which product I'm actually selling. So I'm going to go to my products, and I will add my course. Yeah, my copywriting course. So we made that earlier on in the video, and I'll add that into the product. And I'll come down here and hit save. What you can do here is, let's say this is a $10 course normally. Maybe I want to give them half off. If they would take action right now, they're going to get 50% off, and I'll save the settings. All right, so that's saved. If I go to my design, I can view this page right now and see how it looks. And I'll need to change this text around a little bit. We'll show you how to do that nice and easily. And you can see here that it shows that discount, that $5 off, which makes it super easy. There's no coupon or anything applied, so you're not worried about letting people see how they can get the discount later on and don't feel like they get it. So that all works. Let's come and edit this real fast, and I'll just change the text quickly for you so you can see how it all works. So I'll say, thank you for signing up. And let's hear, you'll receive an email in a second with instructions on how to begin your course, your free course. And let's just get rid of that. Oops. Let's get rid of that button. Say delete. And again, but while you're here, would you like a shortcut? Or something where you can start to transition from offering their free thing into giving them a special one-time offer for a paid product. I could even design out this here. I could change the color of the buttons if I'd like to. I can make them, my theme color, which would make more sense. I can change the heading. A lot of design you can do here, but it's not necessary for the sake of this demonstration. So we'll update this and view it. And that looks great. One thing I would like to do, I think I can do this on the free version. Let me see if I can do a timer. Can I do a timer? Oh, it's a pro version. So obviously in Elementor, this is a free plus a pro version. Most of the fun stuff that can really help your conversions are pro features. So this is plenty to get you started, but I would recommend upgrading to Elementor Pro if you'd like to. I also have a companion course that helps you basically master this entire tool super easily. You get it for free if you sign up for it using my affiliate link, which is down below in the video. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. And one little jerry-rig we do have to do to make this all work the way I want it to is when they opt in for the pop-up, I want them to see this page. But unfortunately, there's some techie stuff that's in the way we're going to fix together. And what the techie problem is you can only select a page that it redirects to. I actually want it to go into a sales funnel, which is a different type of techie custom post type. So needless to say, there's an easy fix. We're going to install the plugin redirection. And I don't know what that picture even is, but okay, this is redirection. And what this is basically going to do is when we go to a dummy page, we're going to have a redirect page on our website. We're going to send it into our funnel. So I'll activate this. All right, we've got that going here. I'll go and set up my redirection plugin. And before I do that, I need to actually make the page. So I'll make a new page and we're going to call this OTO. Just OTO, very easy. Stands for one-time offer. But here we go. This page is not going to hold anything. It's simply a way for me to get where I want to go. So I'm going to continue setup, doing this own little test, finish setup, finished. All right. So I want to add a redirect. So the source is basically when they get to this page, that's the source. I want to send them to this page. Let's see it. I want them to come here. So here we go. And I'll add this redirect. So I paste that in so that now, I know we're kind of bouncing around a little bit. So let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions as we're going through. I'm happy to clarify for you. So I have this pop-up that we created. It's called Join the Club. Let's call it 5-day email challenge. And go to page. I'm going to send them to the OTO page that we created just a second ago. And what that's going to do is automatically redirect them over to our new built funnel. All right, we should be at a point now to be able to test this. So I'll open this website in a new window. All right, so I have my website, looks pretty cool. Let's go to my blog posts and I'll open up a blog post and it should pop up right there. Boom, love that. So it gives me the offer right here on mobile. It does a really good job. I think it'll show you. No, it doesn't do a good job there. But it'll have a really nice mobile responsive version of it. So let me go ahead and sign up with an email address here. And I'll say join the club. And this will redirect me to my one-time offer. It'll say, thank you for signing up. You'll receive an email with a second. Oh, while you're here, would you like to give me some money? There you go. And now I can actually take payments directly on this page here. So let's do that. I will sign up with some information. Now, one of the downsides here, again, of being a free tutorial is this is too much information to ask for on a checkout form. If you do upgrade to CartFlows Pro, you get a ton of other features. You can do upsells and downsells. You can do bump offers. You can do pop-up checkouts. You can do all kinds of fun things. But most importantly, you can reduce some of the junk you don't need here. There are other free tools that you can use to do this, but we're going to skip over some of that in this tutorial. I would recommend if you're going after this this type of a strategy, upgrade to CartFlows Pro. It's not that expensive and it's a good saver. All right, I'm in test mode. So I'm going to put in a test credit card and I'll say place order. All right, and it says, thank you, your order's been received. And let's see. So what I could have done is I could have added like a button here that says go straight to your course, and I didn't do that, so we might need to make that a little bit easier. But if I come to my dashboard, see, this is why we test things. So I needed to change one little setting so that when I make a purchase, it automatically creates an account for me and logs me in and gets me to what I need to do. All right, so we've got a couple things to fix this, but let's go ahead and review what already did happen. So now I've made an order. So if I come here to WooCommerce and orders, I can see that John Whitford completed an order, and I can see the money was delivered. That would be in my Stripe account. I could see that there, and everything's working great. But I need to make a change here because I bought something, but I don't have an account, so I can't access it. So I'll come here to accounts and privacy. This was the problem. I allowed customers to place an order without an account, so I don't want to do that. I will allow them to log in to their account during checkout. I'll allow them to create an account during checkout, and that'll be good. So I'll hit save. That'll fix that problem. And then on our flow, let's do a couple of things to our overall user experience. So here, I probably want to have a spot for them to get to their courses or log in and see their account. So I'll come in to my theme here. I'll change my navigation, which is this guy up here. This is a really nice, just a really nice tool overall. And I'll edit this menu. And let's add an item for my dashboard. The dashboard shows all of the your student stuff. It also allows them to log in. And I'll hit publish. I also want to see, do they have specific login, log out buttons yet? They have a log out button, but that's not really what I want. That's okay. That's everything we need. I'll hit publish. I'd also like to have something for my course catalog, but it's not necessary for this tutorial. I'll go ahead and get out of here. Now, if I log in, I can see my course dashboard, and now I can see the course that I just was enrolled in. And boom, here's the course. So now I also want to fix, as far as the user experience, once they make their purchase, I want to give them some instructions on how to actually access their content. So what I'll do is I'll come into my one-time offer funnel here, and I'll come to the thank you page. And let's edit this thank you page with Elementor. And all we're going to do is, when they make their purchase, I just want to give them a link to take them here, to this link here, and that'll take them in where they can see all their stuff, their profile, they can make their changes, they can update their password, they can give a review, they can see their purchase history. Everything they need is right here on this page. So I'm not going to make this a very pretty page. Thank you for your purchase. Access all your content in your dashboard. Oof. And let's make a button. And this button will be right here. And we'll centerline it, make it nice and big. We'll send it to the dashboard page. And let's make the color better than that. Let's do white. And the hover, we're getting there. I'm just making some color changes here. All right, that's good enough. Access dashboard. All right, hit update. And I think we're ready for our final test. So let me view the page. Let me just go back to the main page here. And now I'll open this up in a new window, and let's kind of just start this process over again so we can see how this all works. I'm loading up to my home page. I can go into a blog post, and I can view a blog post here, and it'll pop up here. It won't pop up normally, but because I'm going to incognito, I don't have the cookies that tells me that I already signed up. So that's why it's doing that. I'll go ahead and sign up with a different email address. And I'll say join the club. And it's going to ask me to confirm my stuff because I've already signed up like a second ago. There we go. And I am subscribed. Now, before I finish off the purchase process here, I want to show you that I do get an email to confirm my subscription. So here I do get an email that says, please confirm your subscription, and you can adjust what this says however you want to. But what this means is if they don't click this button, first of all, they're not going to get their email course they just signed up for. And secondly, they are, you can't send them any emails in the future. Okay. So this is required for their compliance. And I'll say I confirm my subscription, and you can customize this as well. You could say, thank you for subscribing. That's totally fine. And now that I've confirmed my subscription, I should, within a second or so, get another email with my first day's email for my freebie. Okay, so while we wait for that email to arrive, let me go ahead and finish off this purchase process. So I've just signed up, and now it's going to try to sell me on this opportunity, which looks amazing. Who would not take you up on this? And you can see here now I've got this returning customer button. So I could log in directly here and get rocking and rolling really nicely. But if I'm a new customer, I can actually just fill out my information. It'll create my account like that and put everything into the account. So let me fill my information out. Okay, so I'm going to create a new account with a new email address, and I'll put in my credit card information, and I will opt in for emails. That just seems logical, right? Let's do that. And I'll go ahead and place my order. Okay, and the purchase was successful, completed, and I can see access all your content in your dashboard. So if this test is a big success, what we should do is we should be able to click this button. It'll take me to my dashboard. It shows me that I do have a course that I'm enrolled in. So I can click over here to see my enrolled courses. And I can see how to learn copywriting for beginners. That's what we set up in the beginning. So I can click here. It'll show me the details, which we didn't really fill out all that much. I can start my course. And now I'm right here inside of the online course. Isn't that amazing? So it has all your information. You can play your videos, and it's a really good player. You can click through your different question or your different modules and go through the information that's in here. If you have a question on something, let's say you have a question on funnel math, I can go over to the browse Q&A and say, I don't understand this part. Could you clarify it, please? Oof. Could I spell better, please? And I'll submit a question, and that works fantastic. So the question is there inside the Q&A. And so over time, if you have more students, this can really help reduce your support tickets, because they're going to browse the Q&A before they ask a question, so they can see all the other questions that other students have asked. And if you answer it once, they might not ask it again. So you can't guarantee that, but it can help. All right, so now let's review what's happening on the back end. I can come through and I can see I have a new question in my Q&A, and boom, this is the question that was just asked. So I'm going to click the answer button, and I can see the entire question that was asked, and I can answer it directly here. Great question. Here's my feedback. 1, 2, 3. Great. All right, I can place the answer, and just like that, when the student goes to log back in, they're going to get a notification via email that the question was answered, and they can see their Q&A, and it's there somewhere. Where is it? So I've got it. All right. It's there somewhere. We answered the question. All right. What else do we see? We should see that we have a new subscriber. So now I can see all my subscribers here. And in this case, I've got up to 20,000 subscribers. I can send emails to them. I can see which list they're a part of. They're part of my customers, part of my 5-day email challenge. What else? I should have received an email to some of these guys. Let me check to see if the emails have arrived. So here I can see a very basic confirmation email. So I'll click on confirm my subscription, and I'm confirmed. And that should also kick off my free email sequence here. This is just showing that I did get a confirmation. So now we've built out a sales process where you can sell a digital product like a course. You can even host your videos on YouTube and plug them in and actually monetize them. And you can build your email list and send emails back and forth to them pretty easily. So then the question is, how do you get traffic to all this fun stuff? Well, you can do paid traffic like ads, Google ads, Facebook ads. But I like to just blog or create content. I make YouTube videos because I enjoy doing it. You can also come here and just hit new and make a new post, and you can write a blog post. We have an entire course called Blog by Number my wife and I have put together over the last 8 years of doing this, and you can check it out at the link down below, startablogByNumber.com, and learn how to start your blog. So you can just write a blog post. So the top 5 secrets of effective copywriting. And you can fill out all the information you want, blah, 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 blah. Have some fun. Don't write like that, please. And I'll go through and just give it a little featured image. Just choose that little featured image, publish the blog post. And just like that, when I view it, if people find your blog post on Google and they click through, they might get into your funnel by putting their email address in here. Let me go ahead and just sign up one more time. And then from here, they can go through, get into your funnel, make purchases from your, website directly, use advanced things like Google Pay, get subscribed to your email list as they're buying. It's a beautiful thing. You can see here, I pretty much immediately get day 1 of 5, welcome to the course, and I can see my emails directly here in my inbox. The only reason why this yellow box is here, that was back in earlier when I said setting up CNAME records and text records. You could do that and all this would go away. It's not entirely necessary, but it does certainly help. And that's it. I can go into my dashboard here and I can see that an email was opened in MailPoet. I can come here to my emails and I can see welcome emails, that this email was sent. I opened it. I didn't click on it because there's nothing actually to open. And that's pretty awesome. So we've covered a ton here. There's definitely tons of room to grow from here. This is a great starting place. My goal in this video was to empower you to get your website up, even if it requires only free tools, to get it up, get to where you can start creating content. You can start building freebies like email courses. You can sell video courses and do all this directly from your own WordPress website. Again, there's many ways of skinning the cat. This is one of the ways. I hate that phrase. Sorry for using that phrase. But if this video was helpful, if this was enlightening, if I went too fast or too slow, let me know in the comments down below. I certainly hope that I served you well. If you appreciated this type of free content, please subscribe to my channel. Like the video. It really helps me out when it comes to YouTube, getting found, making sure YouTube knows I create good content for you, and share this with people who might find it helpful. You can do this. I'm here for you. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Did you realize every time you hit like on one of my videos down below, it increases your conversion rates by 1%? Don't ask me how. It's science. So make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button over there, check out more of my videos up here, and down here, grab the freebie that's made just for you. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.